What's up, everybody? Matt Outdoorsman here. Guys, let's talk about these Twitter file things that are happening. The Twitter files. It's something that's not being talked about really in the MSM, and if it is being talked about, the MSM and government officials, if they're asked about it, they're kind of treating this as like some big nothing burger, and why is that? Well, folks, basically what these Twitter files are, it's a series of information drops on a Twitter platform, and it's pretty much been orchestrated by Elon Musk, who has recently bought this platform. And before he took ownership of it, it was basically a fucking liberal toilet bowl of just one-sided information and propaganda. And, it was basically more of it was favored and leaned towards the liberal leftist agenda, right? I mean, if anybody's familiar with Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just like any other social media platform that's out there, including this one here at FruitTube. And this information is basically informing the masses, you and I, and everybody else out there, that the government, has pretty much been in collusion with social media and big tech to censor free speech, and obviously this is something that a lot of people have figured out a while back. They have said so. Average people like you and I, like myself, have pretty much seen that the censorship being taken place, and that, and the answer to that is, oh, you're just a fucking conspiracy theorist, it's that tinfoil fucking hattery, fucking sorcery shit, that you're speaking of. This censorship doesn't happen, people have actually, important people have actually been called out on it, the previous owners of Twitter, people in our government have been asked, is big tech and social media, what have you, are they censoring people? Are they silencing people? And they have responded, no, that's not happening. Censorship isn't happening. Well, these Twitter files is pretty much proof that this censorship has taken place. So, the big question is, why? Why is there such an effort to silence people, and censor them and call them misinformed and what have you? You've heard all the words. Well, you got to think of who the players are, folks. And it's the globalist elites. And basically, these globalist elites are, they work together with these governments, including ours, folks, and they're working with the governments, they're working with social media, big tech, MSM, all these major players, right? And what they're doing is they want to control public perception, And how do they do that? Well, they basically manipulate facts of any given situation, right? okay? And by manipulating those facts, they have to censor. You'll see censoring, you'll see suppression. You'll even see stories getting spun around, the spinning, the news spin, right? And to achieve that goal, government agencies, we'll take the FBI, for instance, have pretty much colluded with these social media and big tech giants to censor free speech. Okay? Which is a huge fucking problem. And in my opinion, folks, should be the biggest fucking story of the century. But again, you're not seeing it. All right. So, the question back to why the globalist elites are working with these folks, with these entities, if you want to call it, is because these globalist elites have a vision for society, guys, all right? And that vision is pretty much contrary to our foundations, as a country, as people, our morals and values. And the ultimate goal here, guys, of the globalist elites is to have one world government. That's what it comes down to, where nobody has an identity, where, you take right here in America, America's identity comes from the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, right? You know where I'm coming from? In other words, they want to scrap that, all right? And each and every democracy in the free world, they want to throw it away, and they want one world order. So what is that called, guys? It's called authoritarianism, folks, okay? And what is authoritarianism? I got the definition right here. Authoritarianism is the enforcement or advocacy of strict obedience to authority at the expense of personal freedom. Think about those words right there. Think about that definition. All right? And what's the first thing that comes to mind as the perfect example of authoritarianism? I have a hard time saying that word. I don't know why. Big word. What happened 2 years ago, folks, back in 2020? Right around March, February, March. Okay? You know what I'm alluding to here? All right? Pretty much affected everybody on the planet. Remember the strict guidelines that were shoved down our throats? All right? The lockdowns. All right? The face diapers everywhere you had to go. People losing their jobs because they wouldn't get something, right? And people that were opposed to that called that out, all right? And you saw it on social media, mostly, because that's the platform where, social media, those platforms are where people can voice their opinions, their concerns, all right? It's also a platform where people can present facts, all right, and back up those concerns, those said concerns, all right? And what was happening to a lot of those folks, right, all the way up to political opponents. Look what happened to Donald Trump. He got banned, all right? Very big political figure. And then it goes right down to like other important people like celebrities and, other political activists, I guess, on the conservative side, mostly conservatives, and even some doctors and some scientists were banned from social media. They were censored, right? And they were all labeled as spreading lies and misinformation. But as time has gone on, we have seen what the lies are and what the misinformation is. All right? And that's all I'm going to say. Because here I am on FruitTube, trying to make this video, explaining to you folks what exactly is going on, who the global elitists are, what their goals are, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, and all that. And because I'm sharing this information, this platform will probably take this video down, because I go against their guidelines, correct? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's everywhere, folks, the big answer to the question as why this is happening is because, think about it, guys. In order to have one world order, everybody needs to be on board. Everybody needs to comply and be under that control of the one world order. All right? Let me ask you something else. Rhetorical question. What's the key outcome to disasters and conflicts, or anything that happens around us? Chaos, any event. What's the key determinant? It's public perception, guys. Public perception, okay? And there you go. They don't want people to come together to debate or be free to exchange information like I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's dangerous. That's a threat to the elites. All right? And who exactly are the elites? They're the people behind the curtain. They're the people pulling the strings, and it's a small group of people. Check out the WEF, all right? Go there, the World Economic Forum, all right? If you want to know who the globalist elites are, all right? And I'll leave it at that, all right? Because this video, if it hasn't been flagged yet, it'll get flagged if I go on and to explain what the WEF is. It's a real entity. They're real people, all right? Go and check that out, all right? Look at what their goals are and what their agenda is, and that will tell you everything you need to know about the globalist elites and their mission to have world domination, one world order. All right, folks. They want people to be ignorant, guys. That's the thing. They want people to be ignorant, and this is why you don't see the real information coming out on MSN. This is why you see censorship everywhere, okay? Everywhere, folks. So, look, folks, people need to wake up, all right? I'm sure some people watching this video right now must think that I smoked my fucking breakfast and, I got this, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Think what you may. But I would implore you, instead of, talking shit or thinking that I'm some fucking lunatic, do your research. Get up off your ass, do some research, get your head out of your ass, and take a look at what's going on. All right? And it just might wake you up, And guys, this is why I prepare. This is why I stack my food. This is why I stack my ammo. All right? I'm not saying I'm going to bring violence. That's the last thing I'm going to do. But I like to be free. I enjoy my freedom. I want my kids to be free. I want my future grandchildren to be free. I want my loved ones to be free. I want us to live in a society that's free. And, this country is becoming more and more unrecognizable as each day passes. And it's very concerning. But anyway, folks, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, if it does not get taken down, please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Perhaps share this video. And if you want, hit the thumbs up on the way out. That'll help me out, spread my message. Mad Outdoorsman. Thanks for watching.